All right. Now here's, I was going to get to this question sooner or later. I hate to do it. What does bad harmonica playing sound like? Strange question, right? You're trying to learn how to play, but what does somebody in my position with 40 plus years playing the instrument, 25, 30 years as a working professional, part-time professional, when I hear, what do I hear as bad harmonica playing? Well, of course, anybody who's a student who's trying to get better, that's fine. And I'm always listening to things that could be improved. Here's a couple of things right off the bat. So if you're a beginner and you say, well, what do I not want to do? What are a couple of things you want to avoid? I say two things, and these are things that are potentially occupational hazards. These are things that are potentially there even in players who are working, who are gigging harmonica players. I've heard these particular things, so pay attention. One of them is what I'd call a faulty embouchure, faulty organization of the lips that results in flat notes. In other words, a perfect embouchure would give you on the holes 1, 2, and 3, and assuming the harp is in 2, not flat. That's pretty good. So it's like the notes are like an ear of corn. They kind of all line up in a row. Now, if you have faulty embouchure, and especially if you have faulty embouchure and start playing loudly, so bad harmonica playing sounds like somebody not only playing maybe too loud, forcing it, but when they do so, all of the little mistakes in their embouchure are contributing to notes flatting out, things kind of falling off the rails. Now, I realize I sound like early Bob Dylan when I do that. Yes, I think he had, in some cases, kind of faulty embouchure. He made it a sound that was recognizable, but don't you imitate him on that. How about that? How about somebody with no sense of time? That's what bad harmonica playing sounds like. The most important thing is knowing how to keep the beat. Somebody who has not the faintest idea what note they're playing, they just kind of know that if you go in and out and move it fast, that's bad harmonica playing. But here's one other thing that for me is a sort of pet thing, which is a lot of players, when they learn how to bend, check the other videos out that I have for bending, when they learn how to bend, they think that bending is just a question of making that shape in your mouth and yanking it down as far as you can. What's interesting is that's true for hole 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. It's not true for hole 3. And so when I listen, what are they doing on hole 3? Now, they like to wail on hole 4. That's great. Hole 2. Hole 6. What happens when you do that on hole 3? Well, what's interesting is on all those other holes, you get kind of a blues pitch. Or, okay, but on hole 3, when you yank down really far, that is the most annoying sound that you can possibly get. That is bad harmonica playing. It's somebody who thinks when I wail on the 3, I do just the same thing I do on the other holes. And they haven't learned that the blues are not on that. Because you're getting the flat 9 when you do that. Middle Eastern Mary Had a Little Lamb. So, it turns out that subtlety is what's required on that 3 draw in order to get a bluesy pitch. So the 3 is entirely different. That's bad harmonica playing. My pet peeve. Anyway, those are a couple of ways in which bad harmonica playing manifests, so make sure you don't do any of those things. But thanks for asking.